Can ChatGPT make me a good build in NBA 2K26? In today's video, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make me a full build, ranging from, the position, the height, weight, wingspan, and every attribute to see if AI knows how to make a good build. I have a feeling it's not going to do a good job maximizing all the attributes. It's not going to know what it takes to get to a 99. We'll see what it comes up with. And at the end, I will try and make this build as good as it possibly can be, given the requirements that it gives. After asking ChatGPT to give me the physicals, it decided on making a small forward who is 6'7", 218 pounds, and it wants me to have a 7'2" wingspan, but since the max is 7'1", that's what we're gonna go with. Now for the finishing, it wants me to have 75 close shot, an 87 driving layup, a 94 driving dunk, 75 standing dunk, and a 70 post control. This seems like a little bit overkill, especially for a 6'7" small forward. I'm not really into that. I mean, maybe we'll see what it comes up with in terms of the rest of this build, because right now I already don't love it. Now for the shooting, it does give me a range on what I should go with for the mid-range and three-pointer. So what I decided to do is take the max of an 87 for the mid-range and the minimum of a 78 for the three-pointer. This isn't terrible. I'm still getting, decent shooting badges, but this is nothing amazing. In terms of playmaking, it wants me to have an 87 to a 90 pass accuracy, which I decided to go with an 87 just because there's nothing needed for a 90. And then it wants me to max out my ball handling and have my speed with the ball at around an 80. Now, I haven't shown it yet, but it does not look like we're going to be able to upgrade much more after this. So this is not looking like a good build. Now, I don't know what kind of builder ChatGPT thinks 2K has, but they want this build to be literally the best thing you've ever seen. Now, what I will say, this is what they want for our defense, rebounding, and physicals. And if we go look at, what we have on 2K, we are not even close to what ChatGPT wanted us to do with this build. Don't get me wrong, offensively, it looks okay, but I mean, the physicals are mid as all hell. Rebounding's not great, but it's not important entirely. And the defense is abysmal. I mean, this build can play zero fucking defense. The shades for this build are not bad. The name's a little weird, but I think this build could be improved on in a lot of ways. Starting with the finishing, I'm moving the close shot down to a 75 and the driving layup down to an 85. The attributes that they gave, they're not bad. It's just you weren't getting any, you weren't maximizing your badges with it. So you still get the same badges even with these attributes. For the driving dunk, since the 94 won't get you any of the elite contact dunks, I'm bringing it down to an 89. And then I'm bringing the standing dunk down from a 75 to a 70, giving us the exact same animations we would have had at a 75. For the shooting, the only thing I'm changing is I'm bringing the free throw down from a 70 to a 62. The shooting is perfectly fine to me, and I really like it. For the playmaking, I'm bringing the pass accuracy down to an 82. I just don't think at a small forward you would need pass accuracy that high. Ball handling, I'd bring down to an 86. That way you're still getting all your animations, but it's not costing you that much to get it up to a 91. And then speed with ball, same thing. I'm bringing it down from an 80 to a 78. You're still getting Silver Lightning launch regardless, so it doesn't really matter. For the defense, I completely worked it around. You do not need that high of interior defense, so I brought that down to a 60 to pair that with a 74 block, so you're getting bronze paint controller and bronze high flying denier. In terms of perimeter defense, I brought it up to an 82, so you're still getting silver challenger, and I brought the steal up to a 73, so you get silver interceptor. This is not the greatest defensive build, not even close to it, but with the offensive stats they wanted us to have, this seems like the best I can do. In terms of rebounding, this build cannot rebound. It's just, there's too much priority on other attributes for rebounding to be a real factor in this build. If you wanted to throw cat breakers on it, I guess you could, but it's just not possible to get the rebounding up by itself. The physicals on this build aren't great. I mean, the 77 speed and 77 agility is okay. You're going to be a little slow out there, but once again, like I said, the way they wanted to do the finishing, shooting, and playmaking, there's just some sacrifices you'd have to make with this build. You are still able to get the 78 vertical, so you can get your pro contact dunks 1 and 2 feet. But my least favorite thing about this build is the 65 strength. Because to me, the whole point of having the 7'1" wingspan is to be really good on defense. And with what they wanted to do on offense, it's just not possible. And now you're also going to be getting kind of bullied out there. Overall, I think ChatGPT has absolutely zero clue how to make a build in 2K. I mean, they just think that you can make everything 80 plus and it'll be great, and that's just not possible. The workaround that I did with it, I think, is an okay build. The shades are about the same and the name is just as weird. It's overall an okay build, but at the end of the day, I would not recommend you letting ChatGPT make a build for you. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.